ready, bitch.
All right. If you've made it this far, you've made it through 2021 and into 2022. So congratulations to all of our listeners. I'm Devin Burgess. Unfortunately for you, fortunately for you, we're here with the beautiful, ever gorgeous Frank King, along with Ginger Janae.
Hey!
And our rep for Timber Creek Outdoors, Mr. Tony Rogers. Mr. Tony, I heard you had a miserable day, but hopefully we can make it better.
It's good to be here.
Oh, God, is it?
We'll see.
Unfortunate.
We'll see how this goes.
So
Get your hopes up.
So Timber Creek, we carry a bunch of their stuff. They make a bunch of mainly AR parts. How would you define your job and Timber Creek as a whole?
Well, my job is I'm a territory rep, which I basically...
Does that really suck?
No, I just travel a lot. I travel about half time. You know, my kids are all raised, so I don't have to worry about that. The traveling part sucks, getting to see different places. This is a new route for me. I've never been to Louisiana. Oh. So for me, this is all brand new. For me, it's exciting.
You got in today?
I did. 5 o'clock this morning.
Get less exciting.
Yeah.
I was still sleeping.
Yeah, I've been here long enough, I guess, right?
Yeah, don't go into the city.
But I'm a dealer rep. Basically take care of our dealers, sign up new dealers, that kind of stuff.
Nice.
What do y'all pay?
Are clothes mandatory, and what do you pay?
No, it is never enough, right?
So believe it or not, I haven't been to SHOT Show in like 2 years because of COVID. Are y'all doing SHOT?
We are big time.
A bunch of our other distributors have dropped out.
A lot of people have dropped out. It's still, the venue's still full, but a lot of big names have dropped out. We kind of went big this year. We've got a 6,800 square foot booth on the first level.
When I first got with y'all, it was small, but y'all had a bunch of cool shit. So we spent a lot of money, but I was surprised how small it was and how it wasn't bigger than, I mean, I guess y'all, how old is the company?
It's about, this particular portion of the company is about 7 years old. We've been in the outdoor manufacturing business for about 20 years total. And we branched off about 7 years ago to start this.
But now mainly y'all sell AR parts.
Yeah, we are the fastest growing AR parts and accessory company in the United States. So
why do you think that is?
We do things right. You know, we're a family owned and operated company. We take care of our dealers. We stand by our word. You know, our warranty is a true lifetime warranty. It's not a token warranty. It's something that we take very seriously. So if you back your products and you treat people right, things seem to go well. And we try to keep it fresh. You know, it's,
why don't we have a whole Timber Creek section of AR parts?
Yeah, why is that?
We have, you know, all those clam packs that are in the with all the different color, the purple and the. We were just talking about before we started. Her Maxim has. So if you look at the previous podcast, her Maxim has all the
peanut
purple parts out.
I call her peanut butter jelly because the purple.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, and being a Tiger fan, he was just saying that they sell a bunch of purple stuff.
Man.
I tell you, have you seen our Enforcer kits, the build kits?
Yeah, it's like pretty much like a lower parts kit without the fire control group.
It's got like it comes standard with a 15-inch handguard, although you can get any handguard you want. But handguard and charging handle, pistol grip, buffer tube, anti-safety, extended mag release, basically a whole accessory kit. It comes in a box and displays. They're pretty awesome, man.
That's new?
No, we introduced those at SHOT Show in 2019.
Oh, there you go.
There you go, yeah. And the anodized...
Wait, y'all were in SHOT Show in 2019? Oh, yeah, 19, I guess.
Yeah,
so that was the last one
year
before
the
fucking world ended.
They're available in 10 colors. We do special run colors throughout the year, several different colors, but 10 colors all year round. And the anodized purple is the second best-selling color in that kit. It flip-flops with red.
You know what I wanted to know? When I went and saw your stuff, I wanted to buy the... it wasn't stainless. It was like polished nickel that y'all had like 2 or 3 years ago, and I've never seen it since.
Well, again, we do a lot of special run stuff, and that's kind of one of them. The nice thing about SHOT Show is you can get anything you want. Anything we've ever done in our past as far as colors, and it's a vast array, almost anything you can think of, will be available to order during SHOT Show.
But I wanted to buy it when y'all, like when SHOT Show ended. I wanted that one.
They
said the mags were the main reason they didn't do more of them because the magazines were so hard to It was like a high chrome nickel finish, and I thought those were super badass.
They
and I
are
wondered
badass, and I'd love to see them again. I can't say for sure when those will happen.
You don't know secrets.
We
We want secrets.
We do, like I said with SHOT Show, we're making anything we've ever done before. So, and basically even a request, and we'll even try that, during the show. If you have a request after the show, get with me, and we'll try to figure something out for you for sure. But I agree, that was badass.
You know what I'm talking about?
I
The
do.
high polished I like the mags. I want a bunch of mags that are chrome.
Yeah.
Chromed out.
Oh, those will sell like that.
You like those chrome AKs that
And anything flashy is good. I mean, anodized gold is a color we've done in the past. It's been successful, but again, just in that special run stuff.
it's probably more expensive to make.
If you can get by SHOT Show, it's like I said, we're gonna have a 6,800 square foot booth. We're gonna have a shooting simulator. We're introducing 3 new product lines. We have a Gray Man line, which is a tactical line, or kind of geared more towards tactical stuff. We have a full carbon fiber line we're releasing, and it's kind of a hybrid carbon fiber aluminum, and that's with the hand guards and the pistol grips and new muzzle brakes.
That's what Ginger bought. The lower parts kit without the trigger grip.
Right.
I brought a bunch of those actually.
They're hidden all over the goddamn store.
Those are good. Those are a good seller. If you're gonna buy a bunch of anything, that's probably a pretty
That's
safe
my
bet.
color.
Yeah.
Do y'all get anything back that breaks a lot? Like on anything that would normally break?
We don't have
Often.
anything that breaks consistently. You have, to be honest, I found that most of the problems we have it's user.
What's the funniest problem you've had?
Unfortunately, we get a lot of that stuff. We get pictures. Folks will send pictures. I don't really require it. It's for us. It's more about
I
the
love
experience.
a good picture.
But we have people send pictures for that very reason.
Try to put a trigger guard down the muzzle.
Exactly.
That's right.
Just about anything you think of, we've seen it. And,
Yeah.
But again, it's about the experience. If they call us, had something break, they'll usually make some sort of an excuse. But it doesn't matter to me. We just send them a new one. Usually send them a hat or something. Apologize, even though we can see the picture and it's clearly something they've done trying to install it.
Always.
Yeah, it does. That doesn't matter though.
Or
Or
they're
brought it to us.
we love we love how they say my friend
Right.
did this.
They try to hammer a fucking handguard on an
And then
AK.
I look at that shit and I'm thinking, you took a picture of that, and that wasn't enough. Then you emailed it. Did you look at the picture? We try to be polite. This is still
Right,
Try to
business,
put
you know what I
right.
mean? Yeah.
buffer tube on a Glock, and before they know it, they're missing their fingers and trying to type a excuse letter to you.
Yeah.
So you got in at what time?
I got in at 5 a.m. this morning. I had a flight canceled.
God.
Then I had my flight after that, after waiting for hours, delayed. I got to Dallas. I got delayed again. And I swooped in at 5 a.m. Didn't bother with any sleep.
And then you went to Lafayette.
I went to Lafayette, saw a couple dealers out there, a couple in Baton Rouge, and
Oh,
slowly made my way this direction. Yeah.
Woo.
holy shit! Do you like that?
No, I don't, man. Hey, look, I love what I do. I don't love what I do without any
fucking Sonata
sleep.
they gave you off the fucking cliff if I had to do that.
No, I tell you what. The problem is you really don't have any choice. I've got so many days to get this done,
Oh,
and I
God.
can't afford to lose
Just
a
send
day
out a
like that.
mailer.
Yeah, but you're trying to hit a lot of people before you go to SHOT Show too, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, that's common.
Trying to get that's part of it. Trying to
in
get the
2
word out
weeks.
there, and I only get out here twice a year, which means I can't just skip people. I mean,
Yeah.
I could, but it's not good for business.
Right.
So, I'll try to get some sleep tonight.
Oh,
Wow.
God, I'd hate to do that. Do you enjoy it at all? Do you like your family?
My wife signed on. She did, and my wife and I. The funny thing is, we work together 3 feet from each other.
Oh, y'all work
For
together.
3 years,
See,
almost
now
4
that-
years
now
before
that
I started
story's
this
coming
job.
together. I got it now.
It shocked a lot of
Now
people
he's
because
traveling.
But she works at Timber Creek?
not anymore. No, this is before I came to work for Timber Creek.
Oh.
And she's got a very strong
misled.
personality, and so do I. And no one thought that we could make that work. Plus, I had to train her into the business that I was in,
Ugh.
and which made me kind of her boss. You know what
Uh-huh.
I mean? So I could never say that. I could never even pretend that I was her boss, but it kind of made me her boss. We did really well, but at the end of that, it was time. It was time for her to do something different, and it was time for me to do something different. She actually works out of the house, out of a home office now. So
Yeah, when people work
That's what I
together
mean.
and bang
Yeah.
a lot, it works fucking great.
yeah, it.
It's a goddamn joy. Fucking
No, but I love what I do, man. I'm around like-minded people every day. This is what I do. I visit gun stores.
You ever fallen asleep in the car while you're driving?
Oh, hell yes.
Yeah, that sucks.
On a
huh?
regular basis.
Yeah, I fell asleep once going towards that.
I was sleeping in your parking lot.
Yeah, have you?
I've been here for about a half an hour.
What you should have came in.
No, I needed a nap, bro. I couldn't have done this
I
without a
wouldn't have
nap.
came in either. Yeah. Oh, so how much are you away from your family?
That's been an adjustment, but my kids are raised. I mean, they've been raised for quite a while. So I would have never taken this part of the job, when they were younger.
So they can use the toilet and stuff by themselves.
Well, they're grown. I mean, they're all in their 20s.
They
I have a
definitely use
daughter
the
that's
toilet
31. So yeah, it's it's actually kind of nice. Yeah, I was cooped up for many years, man. I worked in an office every day, went and did exactly the same thing, looking at exactly the same walls. So
Was it gun related?
No. I was a freight broker for many years. And then the pandemic hit and I was stuck at home for over a year. And I got into this business about a year and a half ago and I could be happier.
Right.
Yeah.
I heard a lot that when you're away from your family, not so much the kids, but the love interests, that it's better.
It can
sometimes.
be, for us, I got to be honest.
I'm
man.
serious.
When you work on top of each other,
heard that?
no.
Like when
he
they
ain't wrong.
leave
He's
for,
not wrong.
when they
He is
leave,
very wrong.
when they leave for 6 or 8 years and then they come back, you're happy to
6
see
or 8
him.
years?
You're fucking thrilled.
I'm missing the fucking story here for sure.
When they leave for
I'm
half
thinking
a
like
decade,
offshore people.
Right.
You gotta be a strong woman to deal with a man who leaves.
Bottom
that
line,
long.
Devin hates his life.
Yes. Devin imagines other people's
I do
lives
not.
and tries to
I
live.
love my life.
Tries to live through them, and
I love it. I have a girl that's about to turn 2, and she's
wow.
a trip, man. It was rough the first year. I don't think men
she's a mini him.
are really, which scares me really
She
bad.
is though.
She's awesome.
Me
though.
and my friends. I mean, we tried crucifying. I'll talk about that later. But we tried hammering a
other.
friend of mine to wood and for his sins, but we.
That's been done.
She's like
Exactly.
me.
That's been done.
Didn't work out too well for him either.
And she's like me, but now that she's, like she can talk and she, runs around and she can play like rough play.
It
and
gets
stuff,
better.
it's
Papa
much
killed a
better.
reindeer.
That's right. She loves death too, which scares the shit out of me. They took her to, I had work, but they took her to a camp in Mississippi for the second time that she's been there during hunting season. And man, she loves death. So it kind of freaks me out. I got to keep an eye on her.
Well, yeah, I mean, that can be a
know.
good thing. You just got to harness that.
Yeah.
Make sure you've got some
She
kind
likes
of.
dead reindeers. Dead
I went
deer.
over to his house. And
Reindeer dead.
she grabbed the cell phone, had a picture of the dead deer on it, and she ran up to me and she's like, "Papa killed a reindeer." And she must have said it about 937 times.
Yeah. She actually doesn't talk anymore. All she talks about is death and mutilation.
Oh boy! Thanks, Dad.
In the morning, she just says, dead deer, dead Santa, death. But no, it's great. It really is great. I am terrified, though, of parenting. And Chelsea wants to have another kid, which I don't know.
That never changes.
Knock it out.
You're gonna be terrified no matter what you do.
What do you mean? You only have one kid? Why would I knock it out?
I would have had 10 if I could have. I probably wouldn't have spoiled the shit out of the one I got. If I
How many kids you have?
I got 4.
Oh yeah, you're doing a lot of fucking. What you like? You have they're close in age. You said, or
They're close in age, yeah, close enough where they weren't
They keep
all
each
high
other
school at the
busy?
same time, but they kept each other busy. Yeah, 2 of them are twins, boy-girl twins. So
oh, that's cool.
yeah, she kind of took care of him his whole life, so I didn't have to do much at all in that case.
And you only have to buy like one size clothes for half their life.
Well, I wish he's quite a bit
Just
larger.
blue and
That's
gray.
adorable. You're in trouble.
Who's
now.
that? Me?
Yeah, you're in trouble.
Yeah, that's your
Oh, my
mini.
daughter.
That's
That
your
must be my
mini you.
daughter. I
That
thought
is
you
your
were showing
mini
you a
you.
picture.
Your whole
us.
little family.
That's your mini you.
Yeah, yeah. She's a trip. I do love grabbing her in the morning though. That's when she's happiest.
That is the best time of the day, especially at that age.
She's awesome.
So what's big that y'all are releasing at SHOT Show? Most of our distributors dumped, so we pulled out. Ginger and I were gonna go. We'll go
I'm
next
not happy
year,
about
but-
that. I wanted to go.
I mean, me neither, because we used to do, and it wasn't. I used to do a radio show I shouldn't say that. I used to do something that was broadcast to dozens of people all over the Louisiana area once a month with ESPN and Don Dubuque. He's a local hunting fishing guy, and a much better person on the radio than I am because I don't like the commercials and all the, I like to get hammered and talk shit, show my butthole and nipples and stuff like that. But we did that, and we would go to the SHOT Show, and we would get these, very watered down interviews, and we'd get 10 or 12 of them that would last us the year so that's how this kind of started, I guess. But I'd like that part of SHOT Show, but I like it more, if people come in here, it's a much more...
we could do a remote podcast from SHOT Show.
Yeah, but we try,
That's
we
really
try
personal,
to do that one
though.
too.
Yeah.
I like seeing it. We try to do one podcast via Skype, and we'll never do that again. It just doesn't work.
We needed to do it rooftop poolside at the bar.
Right.
God,
Well, that would have been pretty cool.
Okay, we're going again, right? We're gonna go now.
You still go.
At the pool.
We got extra badges if you decide to go last minute.
You know what I heard? It has nothing to do with this. There's no balconies in Las Vegas. You know why?
Yeah.
Yeah, people fucking kill themselves constantly after they
Well,
lose.
you blow all your money in the casino.
I never thought of that.
It seems
Y'all
like
having a rooftop party?
if you
Are you
want,
having a rooftop
I don't think so, but we can arrange anything.
Roofs.
Well, you can't access them. That's what I heard.
in China where they put all those workers work.
Gotta have a motherfucking net.
They got nets between the buildings to
That's
catch
when you
those
know you
motherfuckers.
fucked up. God, when you
Well, they said.
when you
all
gotta
right,
try to.
You got
What's
the
fucked
wrong
up
job.
is they know the nets are there. They still try to jump.
What's the casino that's the pyramid?
The
in
Luxor.
Vegas?
Luxor,
Okay,
yeah.
that one. They said people actually do it from the inside because they
Oh,
can't
yeah.
do it from the outside.
Oh, wow.
That was Chris Angel. He does that every
Yes.
Friday. You got to buy tickets to see that. That's Chris Angel.
No, it's
In Carrot Top, it was. I
I
went
did.
and
Go,
saw him.
I went there to see him. He was
Carrot
great.
Top was
He
great.
was fucking awesome.
And he's jacked to the gills. I don't know if he's a man
don't
or a woman.
stop.
I think he's
I
got.
don't
I think he's
know.
got implants
Oh yeah.
He was
He's all
fantastic.
sorts of wild.
because his shoulders look out of whack.
Yeah, he's got some.
He's
some,
jacked, but everything's out of whack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't tell if he's 20 or 500 either. His
He's definitely got
skin's
some
glued to his.
He's closer to 500.
Injections going on.
He was funny though. I laughed.
He was.
I was
He was
pretty
fucking
hammered at that
hilarious.
too. Is he excited about? Is this the first time you go into SHOT Show?
Me personally, yes. So
It's good to go once.
Yeah, as a company, for us, as far as branding and everything goes, it's been really good to us, which is why we decided to go quite a bit bigger this year. Plus, when things got crazy, we didn't introduce anything new last year. We couldn't. It was everything we do to keep up with it. So we focused on increasing our staff and in CNC machines and different things so we could produce stuff quicker and get it to people quicker. So we kind of shelved all that stuff. So this is the first time in a while that we've really launched new products. And it's like anything else. New stuff is exciting. Even if it sucks, it's exciting. And this stuff
I got
doesn't
some
suck.
stuff. If you need some stuff that sucks, I got some.
She's got friends,
I've got some stuff.
and I need extra money.
Do y'all design and CNC your own?
Just stay
stuff?
away from my eyes.
Yeah, it's all done in house.
So how do you feel about people copying your designs?
That happens. It's part of the business. It's irritating, and then we sort of laugh about it. I don't think that anyone's in this business that hasn't done some copying, but we see it a lot. The colors and in that stuff, the accessories is kind of a niche of ours. So
Yeah, y'all do some wild
if you're
colors.
doing well, people are going to copy you. And
Y'all pretty much only do wild colors, though, huh?
well, we do. Black's still our biggest seller. I mean, as a whole, but we're kind of known for the colors, and I think in this business because there is
The
a lot of
colors
competition.
make it a little fun.
Yes, yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
And the new products, like anything new, it freshens up
Fuck you
inventory.
laughing at
I don't know,
over
but he's a. Give me a glass to throw this motherfucker. Here we go.
there? We need to fill that up with something drinkable.
I bought this.
What are
I
you
bought
laughing
this
at?
for
Nothing,
the
you
year.
don't wanna
Did you
know.
see
I know
this?
what you're thinking about.
No, he's an idiot. God, shut up, Frank.
I
We the
love it.
people's better about to be in Frank's forehead.
You need to down that drink, get on this level. before
I'm
it
gonna
comes
have to.
down.
You
Have a
guys got a head
shot.
start.
So what? When do you leave for SHOT Show?
I leave on the 16th. We've got a whole crew of people.
So you're
who are
going
gonna
the
leave
whole
earlier.
time.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. We rent a big
Do you
house.
bring money?
6,400 square feet. He better be there the whole time.
I tell you what, it's going to be work, and that's it for us. I mean, it's all hands on deck. We rent a big house. We all stay in one house.
God, see, we need to go rent a
there's a
house.
It looks
You-
exactly like have you ever seen the UFC Ultimate Fighter?
Absolutely.
Only the one with Brendan Schaub when he was on it.
It looks exactly
Big
like that
Brown.
house. I mean, I'm not even sure it's not the same house, but it looks just like
Yeah,
that.
they're gonna have whores and all
I
no. Well, we're gonna get whores?
Yes! You're going with the wrong people.
We're not gonna get whores.
Okay, we're not. I'm sorry.
Of course not.
it.
That would be insane.
Who decided? No one asked me
Just
if we were
book the
gonna.
flight.
Yeah. No one asked me if we're gonna not go.
Just book the flight. I'll
All
talk to
right,
you about
fine. I got a credit card.
Oh, I'm
got a
feeling
credit
sick.
card.
I gotta go home. Till the 28th of the end of the month. Chelsea, I
We
hate
have
for you to hear it this
COVID.
way. That's right.
We got COVID.
We got coughing in here. I can't see. Oh, my chest is closing. Yeah, you gotta. You're gonna have a few free hours though.
Yeah, there will be some.
Don't
Y'all
bring
gonna
money.
be tired. Y'all gonna be
Yeah.
tired.
I lost a bunch of money the first time. I
Don't
went.
gamble.
I don't go.
Don't gamble.
Unfortunately, that's a
How do you
weakness
know
of
I
mine.
started looking for those balconies? How do you know that's why there's no balconies there?
Yeah,
I
how
asked
does he
everybody
know
I
that?
saw
No
where-
rooftop access.
I've been on that.
everybody
I've
where
been
the
on that
closest
same edge.
balcony was.
Oh, look, I worked in a casino and I've seen people do some stuff. Shit their pants, piss their pants, give their whole paycheck, sell their car, sell their house, sell their property. Oh, yeah. Sit there and almost commit suicide in the lobby. It was bad to
But
watch.
that's all fun though. It's all
Yeah,
really
it's fun. I'd
Yeah.
like to see it. I just don't want to.
You just
be
got to
on the
limit yourself.
Receiving end.
That's
of the,
that's the key.
You got to limit yourself.
You can imagine walking home after you sold your plane ticket and your fucking car.
You're playing
We've never had to. We go a couple times a year, my wife and I. She's a much bigger gambler than I am, and it's a weakness of mine. I actually have to kind of keep her under control. She's a lot better at it than I am.
But what do you play?
A little bit of everything. She likes just the machines. I like to play blackjack.
the machines.
And,
No, yeah,
I like the
blackjack and
tables.
dice.
Yeah.
That's my two.
So that kind of helps, but I can't kind of keep an eye on her. You know, if I'm playing cards, she's someplace else.
Can't play the machines.
So I can't really see what she's doing, but she's won an awful lot of money. But in my mind, if you win 10 grand,
Yeah, but-
somewhere you've lost 30.
Oh, I was going
you
to
know?
say, trust me, you've lost a lot to get to that little, oh, I won this. No,
Yeah.
you didn't. What did you lose to get it?
Yeah, at some point you lost it for sure.
Damn it.
Vegas.
And
What a
she-
crazy town.
It is nuts.
I love it though.
I just like the
yeah.
shows. I'm going to be honest. I do like the shows.
Yeah, I like the shows.
Everybody's
too.
naked, so it's okay.
Yeah, they do have a lot of unclothed people
Yeah.
in Las Vegas on the Strip too.
Yeah.
Not even working.
Just walk around.
There was
with
a
that.
naked guy with just a stack of signs the first time I went, and none of the signs made any sense. But he was out there. He had an upside down hat. He was getting some change.
The fact that he was naked was all right. The damn signs didn't make
Yeah,
any
they didn't
sense.
give a
So.
shit about that. The sign, he had a whole big
He
stack
was
of
just
them.
getting changed.
Instead of saying the end is near, it said your end is here.
Yeah, yeah. So one said like my dick
But, yeah,
hurts,
yeah.
and one said happy holidays, and one said, you know, I guess he forgot what day it was and just brought all the signs throughout the year.
Shuffled
Merry
them.
Christmas, Happy Holidays, my dick hurts, taxes suck. You know, wearing a tinfoil hat.
What does this look like to
talking
you?
in tongues, right? So what are you can you talk about what's new? Like what are you most excited about announcing at
Well,
SHOT Show?
For me, it's this carbon fiber line. It's in my opinion, and look, I'm probably a little slanted with my opinion, but it is different from anything you've seen.
So everything else has been aluminum.
Yeah, everything's been aluminum. This is kind of a hybrid deal. It's aluminum with carbon fiber. And in the way that we've done it is, like I said, unlike anything else out there. And in my opinion, it's quite a bit nicer than anything out there. It's very well done. It's awesome. That's about as much as I can say at this
Have
point.
you beat it up? Does the paint stick good on
We spent
that?
the last year beating it up.
Yeah.
Literally. You know, we send some out to select
too.
dealers to test. And don't like to release anything until we know.
Wrist.
I can pretty much destroy anything, so I'll have to get one tested out.
Yeah, for sure,
Talking
man.
about
Way to
jerking
come
off,
in on the
Paul.
jerking off comment,
Yeah,
Paul.
Exactly. I was gonna say, well, depends on if
This
you
whole
get the
side of
genie
the
or
room's
not.
sticky.
Look at the wall behind him.
Went right through it.
So when's the carbon fiber shipping? See, that's the problem I have with the SHOT Show sometimes.
Well, that's we've learned those lessons in the past. For example, the kit in 2019, the Enforcer kit, we didn't have nearly enough. We had no idea how it was going to do, and we went into back order immediately. So we spent lots of time making sure that if you order product, you're going to get product.
But when?
Should as long as it takes for us to get back and ship it out to you.
Y'all have standing ready to ship stuff?
We do. Absolutely. Yeah.
Is it on your order form now?
No.
Is there a code?
It's not on my order
What's the
form because
code?
I'd sell it if it was on there.
What's the code?
I don't even have the code.
We want
They don't
the
trust me. I would sell it if it were on my form.
Oh, I'd
so.
get it from you.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
But the Gray Man line is kind of more tactical. You're going to have exclusive colors in this line. They're not the flashy colors.
Right.
But they're colors that you won't be able to get anywhere else. They're custom mixed just for us and just for that line. So it's kind of nice with an AR. I think a lot of what we're trying to do is have something no one else has, something that's unique. And with these custom colors, you couldn't copy it, if you wanted to.
Right.
So I think it's going to go over very well.
God, I hate a copycat.
Really different from anything we've done.
That's
The
awesome.
handguard's different. The colors are different. The grips, everything's really different for what we've done.
Did y'all ever think about making receivers?
Well, we've talked about that a lot, and I think that's something that will eventually happen. It probably, if things hadn't gotten crazy, would probably already happen. But, in time.
I've made a couple.
Oh, Jesus. Here we go. Here we go.
You blew his fucking fingers off on the first. No. Where's my spaceship?
I'm sealing the edges of it.
You suck.
I want it to look nice for
That
you.
was like 3 weeks ago.
The last podcast we had, we were talking about Bob Lazar and UFOs, and he got the specs off of the spaceship that he said that he worked on. We're making a spaceship. What are you drinking? Water? Oh, that's
I'm about to hit the
That's
crown.
the special one. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the LSD water. We're going into a new
I'm fixing my
dimension.
special Coke. My little.
So I got the plans and I 3D printed the ship for him.
It should be ready to launch sometime in October of 2022.
Let me know when to say goodbye.
No, it's only this big.
Oh, yeah, so you can't get in it. All right.
I'll squeeze my fucking ass to
we would though. We could.
But I'm gonna paint it nice. I'm sealing so there's no you can't see the seams.
Oh.
It's gonna look good.
Does it have lights?
Don't tell him everything. You're supposed to surprise him tonight. And look, you screwed it up.
I didn't say I was bringing it tonight.
I thought you said, but you should have.
I'm
You've
gonna
been
be
doing nothing
surprised
at home.
anyway. You should
Well,
have
I
them
haven't
paint it. They got purple and sky
Yeah.
blue and death red,
Carbon fiber.
weed-eyed orange. What's the so? How did you change from what was your previous job?
I was a freight broker.
How did you get into selling gun parts?
I just friends that did the same.
You're from Oregon?
Yeah, I'm from Oregon, and the people that own it went to the same high school I went to.
Oh, you had it in.
So yeah.
Y'all had a weed farm.
That doesn't everybody out there?
Yeah.
God, I would have one.
Oh yeah, out
Yeah.
there,
Yeah.
not here.
No, it could be trouble here.
No, I
Those
don't
are
have
tomato
one here.
plants.
No,
Yeah,
there's a weed store in every corner.
there's not one. No,
It's a tomato
I don't
plant.
have one. Yep.
Yeah, I know.
I do not have one at 2346
Ever.
Imperial Avenue
At all.
behind my shed. Nope.
Tomato plants.
Nope. Enforcer kit. Here it is. All right, so what comes in this Enforcer kit? This is going to be the big seller?
Well, we've had this for a while, and it's been a great seller. Like I said earlier, it comes in all 10 stocking colors, and it comes with it's a full accessories or part set. Everything you need to dress it up with we've got our skeletonized oversized trigger guard, extended magazine release, our takedown pins, which I don't know if you've seen those. Those are really easy to work
we
with,
carry
easy to
them.
grasp. Our forward assist comes with a muzzle brake, comes with a gas block, comes standard with a 15-inch ultralight handguard, although you can get it with any handguard. It comes standard with our extended charging handle, although you can also get it with the smaller charging handle if you prefer that. Pistol grip, our quick distance end plate, and the ambi safety.
Don't forget the dust cover.
Yeah, and the dust cover.
And is the dust cover metal?
It is? Well, it's aluminum.
Well, right.
Yeah.
Because like Daniel Defense came out and they got plastic dust covers on all their guns.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been doing that.
I don't get it. You spend that much money and you
You're
get a
getting-
plastic.
yeah.
But my DD's got purple, so
Well, right. You have a.
that's
you have an
why.
aluminum.
Yeah, I have purple on my DD. I have purple on my Maxim PDX. So.
So there you go. There's one of your biggest supporters over there.
I am.
Purple.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm purpling it up.
You ever caught anybody doing anything weird in the showroom or in the back office?
Just me. I try not to get caught.
Yeah.
So
You look
all
sneaky.
your parts for
Don't
the
get
kits and everything, that's all just milled straight from aluminum.
That's correct, yes. Well, there's some things that, like the bolt catch that comes in the lower parts kit, that's not aluminum, obviously. But almost everything else is
Well, I was
aluminum.
getting more like, none of it's actually like poured, melted and poured.
No. Although in our new Grayman line, some of the stuff's going to be steel.
Really?
Like the in-plate steel and a few of the other parts.
Is that one of the parts that breaks the most?
We've never had one break.
Why are you
But
making it out of
tactical
steel?
guys constantly ask about it. The guys that are geared towards the more tactical stuff. We
Hmm.
want something super solid. Even though I've never had one break, it's available if you want to do that.
I know the type. You're going to see a lot of khaki pants and backpacks when you go.
Oh God, I
lot,
hate
a lot.
khaki pants. Why do we do the khaki?
All
that
it is
not
khaki
me
pants and book
business.
bags.
Yep.
I hate that. Look, I hate it.
No, I'm talking about
I'll
when
work
you
an
go to-
office
when you
job.
go
We
to
wear
SHOT
khakis,
Show.
for Christ's sakes.
When you
But
go to
why
SHOT
is
Show-
khakis the pants?
Ask-
Who made that the rule?
I don't know.
It is not sexy.
I don't know.
Unfortunately,
You know,
that's
I like the skinny jeans where you can see the underwear. That's what I go for. I want you to be able to see what kind of car I drive by the motherfucking keys in my pocket.
I want you to see if I shaved or not.
Right. That's right. I gotta stick a banana in there sometimes, though, too. Sometimes I'm feeling down about myself. Oh,
Tootsie Roll.
one day, I bought this thing. Well, never mind.
Tic Tac.
It hurts, but it makes it bigger.
it hurts.
That's what they say. Yeah. It plugs into the
Dude,
microwave.
that's a toffee
USB
machine.
ports. Huh?
You still haven't taken the genie home that I bought you for your birthday.
Oh, yeah, she didn't. I did not. I have it,
Damn it!
though.
I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna start using it.
Wipe it off before you give it back.
All right.
I'm gonna use it
Why?
one day. There's this genie that massages your nuts and wiener and butt, and it's supposed to feel good.
All you gotta do is sit on it like a saddle.
Yeah. They sell one online. It's called the I think Howard Stern.
Symbiose.
The fuck no, what's it called? It's not Symbian.
The one that's the saddle
yeah,
that they
it's
sit
called
on?
Sybian.
Symbian. That's it.
Yep.
Symbian, yeah.
Yeah.
Look,
He actually
all the
tested
guys know. Like, yeah, that's it. That's fucking it.
I don't know. Would you
supposed
really
to
want
work.
that though?
It's supposed to work.
It does work. That's the problem, though. My wife, I don't want her anywhere near that thing.
Yeah, I
I'll
know.
lose her.
All you need is a fucking 9-volt battery, and you're in trouble.
Oh,
son.
Every day you come home from work, you hear, damn it.
She's all sweaty and worn out. Oh, tired. Oh. So what have you
You're not
learned
cracking the whip on the right end.
at the? What have you learned about the gun culture since have you been involved in guns your
Always,
whole
yeah,
life?
my whole life.
Oh, yeah.
So I've always been connected to the culture. You know, again, I'll say it. You know, maybe it's not politically correct, but I spend time around like-minded people. That's the best part of my job.
Yeah.
You know, people are people from coast to coast. You got markets change, but you have, you know, there are groups of people within this business. It's the tactical guys, and you walk into shops and they've got tactical gear on and, you know, guns and all that stuff.
That's
But
usually us.
yeah, but
Sorry.
for the most part, these shops are so similar, man. It's just good people from coast to coast.
Well, good. Do you sell a lot of stuff like in California and places that
We don't
they
go to
don't like?
California.
Yeah,
See,
no.
I love y'all more now.
Yeah,
Love
No,
y'all more.
We have a few shops down there, but we've never been. We don't go to California and we don't go to New York.
Love it.
Yeah.
Massachusetts? They're on the
Love
border.
it.
I fly into Massachusetts, but just go up to New Hampshire. New Hampshire's a good state for us. In fact, that's where I'm going next.
Hey, you might have a couple of states flipping, after this.
Wouldn't that be
midterm.
nice? Wouldn't that be nice?
This midterm is going to be just a bunch of face melting
Oh.
fucking greatness.
That can't come soon enough, man.
Me neither. I try to, but
Yeah.
it takes 45 minutes, an hour. I got to put on a video.
Genie, less than 2 minutes.
Well, I think you did something with my genie because I
It's
put it
da-
on
I-
top
I
of.
hit
Oh,
it.
you hit it. Okay, this makes sense. Yeah, I don't want other people.
I
fucking
haven't, not
rubbing
because
on
I've
my
been using
genie.
it.
Hey, it's all right. It's all love, and sweat and bodily.
What are you laughing at?
Huh? This fucked up conversation. probably. So, what did y'all start with? What was your? You said you went to high school with the owner.
Yeah, well, I went to high school with the owners. Well, I didn't go to high school with him. He's actually younger than I am. We went to the same high school, grew up in the same area. And when you do that, you know, you've always know somebody that knows somebody. And I was introduced to their cousin.
But I mean, did you hunt and own guns and like?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, that's why I was interested to start with. You know, they're like, hey, this is perfect for you. You know, I've always had several guns, a collection. I've found it since I could walk.
But did you know before you got hired that you were going to have to travel a lot? Like, how much do you think you're gone?
Well, of course, they always tell you initially, it's going to be like, a week in or 3 weeks in and a week out. That's turned into, 2 weeks.
It's only on the leap year that you'll be going somewhere.
Yeah. Well, we're kind of understaffed with the guys on the road. So I spend about half my time right now.
So where exactly is your region?
It's all over the place.
So
man.
you're probably
you're over.
Yeah, I go from Oregon and Washington is where I start. Idaho, Arizona,
So
most
you're
of the
not
western
regional.
states.
You're
No, but I also go to all of Florida is my territory. South Carolina, Virginia, North Carolina, South
So the
Texas.
United States is your
Pretty much,
territory.
man. I've got a pretty big territory. Michigan, Indiana.
That's all of the United States.
Yeah, it's a lot of it. I saw it
Except
all.
for California and New York.
Yeah.
No California. No, we've got a few of us that do this. There's 2 of us that do it full time.
Two people that go sell your
That's
stuff.
We have
it.
one guy that
I mean,
does it
if
part
they
time.
cover it year round, that's a great job right there.
Yeah.
Do nothing but travel.
If you're single,
Yeah, and if you like traveling,
It's like
I would love to.
the ride in the airplane part I hate, but the rest of traveling I like.
Why couldn't you go with them?
I fucking hate traveling.
Look, these guys take care of me too. I'm not staying in cheap
You gotta give it
hotels.
2 weeks
I'm not
notice.
driving the car I have out there. I got in so late. That's all they had. So they don't tell me what I can and can't rent. They don't tell me where I can and can't stay. What I can't.
Nice.
So it's a company credit card. Go out. You're doing a
that
good
shit
job.
ahead of time.
Do what you want.
Now
Yeah.
we're talking.
Yeah. So it's enjoyable. I'm never uncomfortable. I can tell you that.
Have you been?
Those are words that we don't use.
You probably haven't even eaten yet.
Oh, I've eaten on the run, man. I had some gas
No,
station
but here.
pizza.
I've had to run
no, that's-
myself.
God,
That's
gas
tomorrow.
station pizza.
Yeah.
Hey, I like
Holy
racetrack
shit.
food.
Man, when you're starving, you'll do just about anything.
Gas station pizza. The only thing that this shithole has to offer is the food. You got to go to
You gotta go somewhere good.
get some.
Where are
good
you staying?
charcoal
Yeah.
oysters or
I'm
something.
staying
Downtown or
I'm
what
staying
area?
downtown.
Okay.
Oh
Yeah.
God! Should have called us first. Downtown. How'd you get out?
How did I get out? Well, I hadn't been there yet. Actually,
He came
I'm like a
here.
gypsy, man. I stay wherever
He
I
came here
finish.
and took a nap.
Yeah,
Downtown is a whole another area. Downtown's like California.
it's
There's no
somewhere
gun
on the
stores
quarter. Is that downtown?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's where I'm going.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly just because I've never been down there, and I figured I could find a few places to eat down there. So,
Go
few.
to Bourbon House.
yeah, that's on the agenda for tomorrow.
Yeah, go to
food's
Bourbon
good.
House for sure.
The occasional stabbing and stuff like that isn't so great.
Don't
but
talk
they
to
make
nobody.
great
Don't let them tell
oysters.
you where your shoes are, where your feet's been, or anything like that. Don't play any of those
they
little
don't-
tricks.
Oh, I
They
carry.
don't put you on a budget.
No,
So,
I keep trying. I keep
so
trying.
go to any
So you
Dickie
have a-
Brennan steakhouse
Damn it.
or restaurant.
What are we doing?
Go
here?
to Tommy's. Go to no. We could be eating right
Are
now.
you hard?
Yeah, I'm always hard.
You're that you've never
They love
come
gun
back
girls.
with a big bill.
You know, it's they've not big enough where they've said anything about it. So I'm continually pushing those
So
limits.
can you take your customers?
I'm sure that I'll find it at some point.
Let's go to Acme tomorrow.
Yeah.
Acme.
Yeah.
He's got no fucking budget.
I like me some chocolate oysters, son.
If it's good, it's good.
I can get you
I
some
eat
chocolate.
4
Well, let's go to Drago's then. Why go to Acme?
Drago's. Drago's lobster. You know, I played a lottery machine in Vegas trying to
Super
win a
stud.
lobster, and I spent like $80.
See how we
You
veer
could have
off?
just bought the lobster.
I know, I fucked up. But once you keep putting in quarters,
on-
son, they'll get you.
He's on the highway, and a fucking off
They
ramp
had
comes
this-
up. He's taking
they
it.
had-
We have squirrel moment. It's
warning,
called
no,
squirrel
You
moment.
said lobster, and I remember losing $80 in Vegas. One
Trying
of
to
the first
buy a
times I
$50
went.
lobster.
80. I had an uncle
You know,
who was
there's,
81. See if I can.
You know those claw machines?
Yeah.
That you play and you win the fucking teddy bears?
Yeah.
Well, you put in $2 and there's live lobsters in there. And every now and then you feel bad because, like, you pull one of their arms off or something.
They probably would have just fed you the lobster.
I want an iPad.
Well, I was trying to
out
win
of
one
of
for
those
$2,
ones.
$4,
Oh,
$6.
Jesus.
A nice, 30-pound lobster.
That's
Trying
like
to get my
these
money's worth for
fuckers
$6.
trying to buy
Then you gotta cook
win the
it.
Mercedes.
$80 later, no lobster, pissed off, hungry, no money.
Where are you gonna
Fucked
cook
up.
it?
Huh?
Where
No,
are
it's in the restaurant.
Oh,
You
they're
should
gonna cook it
have
for you.
should have went to
Got
the
it.
fucking
Yeah.
Luxor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Wait, on the
Can't you just
inside.
slide down? It's a slide.
no, on
it
the
just fucks your
inside.
ankles
No,
up.
inside. You go
No,
inside and
inside
jump
the-
off the top
Yeah.
floor.
Oh yeah.
That's what they're doing because it goes like this.
You just
so
swan
the
dive it all the way to the bottom.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, that's the one.
All right, well, anybody that's in Las Vegas that didn't
Luxor.
figure it out,
Inside.
the Luxor's the way to kill yourself.
Yeah.
It is.
Climb to the top and go.
We had that's the secret, the Luxor.
It is.
Well, I guess any of those hotels you can kill yourself, huh?
I mean, anything you could gain access to the roof. you
That's
could
probably one of the
Uh-huh.
highest suicide.
I mean,
places.
you don't have to go.
Oh, it is.
Oh,
Hey,
absolutely.
you don't
yes.
have to go high.
Yeah.
You get on a fucking 3-story building, you can do it.
If I'm doing it, I'm going high.
A jumping off the top of a fucking Ford Bronco.
Jump off of a fucking semi
That's
truck.
right.
As long as you land on your head, you're probably gonna die.
That's right.
Took him a few tries.
Yeah. That's why I get kicked out. I would lose at the poker, and I get on top of the poker table, and I flop off and try to land on my head. And that's when they know I've had enough.
You're like,
They
"Get this
send me
guy
back
outta
to
here,
my
please."
room. He's tried to kill
Send him to
himself
his
by jumping
room.
off a bar stool after losing $14 at
Lobster table.
the.
At the lobster tank.
Everybody's trying to enjoy their lobster, and you just hear, "God damn it!"
Man, I wish it was my first time going to, because the first time I went, I had a lot of fun. After that, it was kind of.
Well, we would have had a lot of fun with my first time this year if we go with them.
It'll be better next year.
Find whores at the house. We got a whole
Omicron.
house. We're gonna rent a house.
Yeah, if you had to choose, I would definitely go next year.
Omicron or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a bunch of big distributors that dipped
Omicron.
Yeah,
out.
and it's it's kind of nerve wracking to be honest. We've invested a substantial amount of money in this SHOT Show, and so we were on the fence for quite a while. Are we going to do it or not? And kind of keeping track of who's dropping out and who's going. And of course, we called a bunch of our dealers to find out who's going. And ultimately, we decided to go ahead and do it. But none of us really know how it's going to go, man. No idea. You might have the tillers jumping off buildings at the end of this thing.
Yeah.
So we'll see, I guess. The good thing is you can still order from us.
Jumping off buildings, y'all have guns.
I'm just going with the theme. I'm just following the whole theme of the night.
He's staying on track.
Yeah. You don't have to be at the show to order, though, or to take advantage of the specials that we're running. I'll send all that stuff to you guys, but
Yeah, send it to us. We need to reorder. That usually works out pretty good, but since we haven't been back there in 2 years or whatever it is, we're pretty low on Timber Creek. But usually we reorder up, and it's enough to get us through the majority of the year until the next year. But
yeah.
goddamn COVID.
Believe it or not, we've been focusing lately on, a lot of AR parts because we've been getting a lot of people coming in trying to do builds.
Well, that's you put all those cheap ARs out there, all those base model ARs. That's with our business, man. It was last year was bigger, or this year, the year we just finished, 2021, was bigger than 20. As big as 20 was, and I think a lot of it was just the beginning of the year was really good, but a lot of it was folks got these guns on. They're like, all right, this looks like everybody else's. What are we going to do now?
Yeah.
And the accessories just took off. I mean, it was huge. It was, in fact, as big as 2020 was for us. 21 was substantially bigger.
You cut us a good deal.
Yeah.
I want to do a class where we can actually sit a bunch of people and actually assemble an AR in the class.
No, absolutely, man. If you
We'll
guys
use
want to
your
do something like
parts.
that, for sure. Yeah.
Do you do builders classes?
We don't do builders classes. In fact, we don't really give a whole lot of advice just because of the liability. We're not gunsmiths, so we're careful with what we say and what we don't say. Usually I say YouTube, because you can find, if you want to assemble anything of ours,
You can find anything.
how-tos on YouTube. Yeah. Not obviously I've done it and I could give the advice, but just for liability reasons.
Start looking at gun videos, and then 2 hours later, you're convinced the Earth is flat. YouTube is a minefield. I stay off of YouTube nowadays.
Yeah, I noticed you have a range too.
Yeah, we do. We
You
have
need to build a
full-auto
range
machine
gun.
range.
Build a range gun in red. It creates conversation. The best way to sell our product is always build a gun with it and either display it or use it on your range, that kind of thing. Let's get together and I'll see about making that happen.
I'm
for you.
surprised y'all don't. I'm surprised y'all don't sell complete gun. Have like a class 10 or whatever to make you so you can do whatever you're doing now and manufacture firearms and manufacture other stuff like machine guns for videos and
It feels like that's the natural evolution. I don't know that we'll ever go that far with
receivers
it.
would seem like the logical next step because you
Yeah.
could have one color that kind of is the whole gun except the barrel and
Exactly. Yeah, that's the one thing that that we can't do. Although we do have a lot of folks that'll have the rest of the gun Cerakoted in the same color or anodized if it's aluminum. That's the downside to anodizing. It has to be aluminum.
Yeah.
So that's why we kind of go half and half. So there are options to do that, and maybe that's the natural evolution. I know that we've talked about doing uppers, so that's something that we're.
Well, you definitely picked the right type of gun for the last 3 years.
Well, one of the things we're introducing now, the line's not complete like the other two we're introducing in shot, but it's a line for pistols, Glocks. And it's just a few accessories to start with, but it'll eventually be a full pistol line by the end of the year that'll cover more guns than just Glock. So,
like what? Like what would be the first couple parts?
well, the first couple parts would be like magazine releases and extended magazines, stuff like that. Simple stuff.
Back plates.
Back plates, exactly.
I like it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
Because I have 3 Glock 19s. So
it's
I
a
gotta
big
do
market.
something.
If we're already selling parts and accessories, how hard is it to kind of move over to the pistol area? So,
Yeah, that'd be great.
yeah.
Mag wells.
So that's the
Mag-
future. That's not what's coming out right now.
That's
Is that the secret?
SHOT Show.
Is that the secret?
We will have 3 or 4 parts for the Glocks at SHOT Show,
Okay.
and I'll get that stuff to you as well.
You should go
But
the whole route.
that will grow very quickly.
Can make back
Do-
plates, Sibians,
Well, no, I was gonna say do
Which
mag
Glocks?
releases.
do slides, because the big thing right now is having all the parts. Like right now, it's really hard to find locking blocks. Because everybody's building their own,
Yeah.
and this shit's skyrocketing as far as price goes.
Yeah.
Like a fully assembled Glock 19 slide Gen 3 online, $1,000.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Just
Are
for
there
the
only
slide.
specific Glocks y'all are really going for right now, or
Well, we're starting just because we're only introducing a few parts, kind of focusing on the 17 and 19,
Okay, good.
That particular one that everyone on the planet seems to own.
right?
But like I said, eventually that's going to grow, and that should grow very quickly, where you'll be able to get things for, the Smith & Wesson or some of the more popular ones out there.
I might have to get a 19X now. Put me some pepper on it.
I just bought one.
Pepper.
Yeah.
So that's one of the main things is Glocks.
Yeah, it's for right now. That's what we're introducing at SHOT, and we'll expand on the Glock line and sort of see how that goes.
See, he knew something.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I know
Keep
just
keep making him talk. Give him some more crown.
I know just
Right.
enough to make me dangerous.
Crown,
Keep him talking.
crown. All my
That's a good
friends know
idea.
what I'm-
Compete with
That's
Zev
awesome.
and
Yep.
all those companies that come out with
Yeah.
all those parts.
There's a big market for it. And
Well, we haven't touched on that. Their prices are like much, much cheaper than other similar options. Like a lot cheaper, and they seem to be just as like other companies like that make the anti-walk pins and stuff like they do. They're like half of 2/3 the price, and
Well,
they
when you-
seem to be just as sturdy.
when you manufacture all your own stuff, you have complete control. You have control over pricing. We don't. We use distributors, but most of what we do, we do on our own.
And you probably have a better
That's
quality
why
control
they don't have to-
process.
Stay in Motel 6.
Yeah, you do. You have complete control, and it's as far as quality goes. Obviously, I'm the warranty guy. Like as a dealer rep, if you have an issue
Nice.
with any part whatsoever, I'm the guy. Your sales guy is the guy that's going to talk to you about that. So I think that's good. There's some accountability in that. I'm out here selling these products. I also have to back them up.
Yeah.
So
Well, and that's one of the things that's really good when we're selling people stuff is one of the biggest selling points on a lot of stuff is, hey, if it's messed up, you lost a spring, you did
Leave that
something,
up.
call
Leave
them.
that up.
Yeah,
They'll probably
just-
send you another one.
just call me. Yeah, we'll absolutely take care of them.
What the hell is that?
That's a
Target.
It's a self-healing target. It comes
Oh,
together
I
like
thought
a
that's
jack.
draw.
No.
That looks like something you put your tits in.
Move
My
as you
tits
shoot
in
it.
that?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I was only seeing the front part of it. I was misled, people.
Yeah.
I was misled.
They're packaged like that too, so I get that question a lot.
So what do you look at on the internet?
Looks like blindfolds.
What do you search?
What?
What do you search on the internet?
Do you think that looks like tits?
Now the target line's new for this year. We've had these, the clay pigeon holders and the jacks, but the paper targets, that stuff is new for this year. That's one of the few things that we did go ahead and introduce.
Clay pigeon holders. Why can't I invent clay? How
I know,
fucking
right?
simple is that?
Oh,
Exactly.
simplest thing. yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What the shit is wrong with us?
And they're cool as hell.
Every time I
Damn it.
fucking bring clay pigeons out to Honey Island or something, I try to balance them on some goddamn tree root.
Mm-hmm. They're
Clay
inexpensive.
pigeon holders.
Yeah, you can shove them down on the ground. You can screw them to a tree.
Damn it.
Uh-huh.
Oh, so you got... Sorry.
And they're also self-healing. You can destroy them, don't get me wrong, but it takes a pretty direct hit. They last for quite a while. You'd be surprised.
What's the most common, not that people have a lot of complaints, but what's the most common thing that people want you to make, or that what's the most common phone call you get?
Well, I would say as far as complaint, in any business you're going to have complaints. Our stuff's designed to fit mil-spec rifles. So that's our guarantee. If it's mil-spec, it will fit. Well, as you know as well.
What about commercial?
There's a lot of stuff out there that's not mil-spec, and not everybody knows that they don't have a mil-spec rifle. Yeah, and there's a lot of custom uppers, so the dust cover. Sometimes it won't close if it's not mil-spec. So we get people that call about that a lot, you know what I mean? It fits a lot of them that aren't mil-spec, but you'll get ones every so often that it won't fit, and it's because it's simply not the right dimension.
Oh, you do some
I like
wild
that color,
colors.
too.
Whose idea? The owner wanted wild colors like that?
Yeah,
Like who?
It was,
like some of the colors.
It's the old guy.
Like take batteries.
Yeah, I tell you what, the brothers, there's two brothers and the father that own the place. They thought he was nuts. He's like, no, we need to do colors. And obviously Dad had been around for a while because he couldn't have been more right.
I put no goddamn colors on my rifle.
They didn't want anything to do with it. They wanted nothing to do with that. And here we are,
I look like some kind of pansy or something to you.
You go fuck yourself with beautiful sky blue.
Fucking colors.
That is a pretty blue.
You take that shit to the street.
I love it.
That blue was actually a special run color up until roughly 6-7 months ago. We had so much call for that. People drove us nuts constantly. Hey, can I get this? Can I get this? We eventually just decided to make it a part of the stocking.
Robin's egg.
Yeah,
That's some good candy right there.
Which is Tiffany blue. You just can't call it.
That's what I call it.
You
that.
can't call, it that. We can't call it. You can call it whatever you want.
Why? Tiffany is trademark?
It's a trademark. Yeah, the name is trademark.
Company name.
Yeah.
Tiffany and Co. is the company name.
Exactly.
Just saying, they'll sue the shit out of you.
God damn it.
Cease and desist.
Tiffany was going to be the next name of my kid, but I ain't getting sued, bitch. So your name ain't Tiffany. They're going to sue you for Tiffany's blue. Get the hell out of here. JP just texted
Apparently,
me.
it's kind of a
Store's
big
on
deal.
fire. Hold on.
I answered them earlier.
What'd you tell him to put it in the safe?
I don't know if he figured it out. He didn't answer me back after I answered him, so I don't
I'm
know.
sure you put it in
sons of
JPO
bitches.
safe.
I'll figure it out.
Who's your biggest competitor?
Just-
Vegas, probably.
Yeah.
Well, no, never mind. Don't tell us because I don't want to advertise for them.
Yeah,
So-
exactly.
I don't want to say it. I actually know the
Yeah.
answer. I mean,
Just tell us after.
Yeah. They do a lot of similar stuff. I'll put it to you like that. And we've had some companies kind of copy a lot of the stuff we do.
Direct it from
See,
China.
that's why I said I hate
There we go.
copycats.
Yes.
I hate. Stop buying shit
That
from
ain't
China.
Nothing but China. That's all
Yeah,
it is.
that's all it
Fucking
is.
hate China.
I love the guys too.
Frank-
that-
Everything
we had
is
a guy.
China.
We had a guy in the other day.
Mastering the selfie here. My wife just
Who-
sent me good food.
He had
She cooks when I'm
He
not
had his
home.
AR, and I was putting the trigger in for him, and I go to pull his charging handle,
If you're doing a
And I
selfie,
get it back.
you gotta tell us.
and it wrapped
Hold
up
on.
like
Are
this.
you serious?
And I took it.
Hold on, I'm coming over here.
I took it off of the gun, and I held it in my hand, and I said, "Hey, this charging handle's kind of shit." And he's like, "What do you mean?" And I went, and just bent it. And
It's,
he
yeah, it's
was
pretty,
like, "Oh shit!"
yeah. They just the quality standards aren't the same with that
Yeah,
stuff.
well, the walls were so thin, it was like aluminum foil, you know. And when I pulled it back, it literally bent up and wouldn't charge anymore.
But you had a charging handle.
Yeah.
Yeah, supposedly. No, it's, a lot of people out there claim 100% American made. We are 100%.
I love it.
I know where it's made. I look at it almost on a daily basis.
The
So
weird thing about y'all was, I think you have been the only people that we've ordered stuff from that is not, that I've ordered stuff from, I guess it was last year, because we didn't go to shop, but I think we still reordered. And I don't remember my rep's name, but it's gone. Like, it's something that there's not one specific part that's made that sits around for a long time. It's all gone.
well, actually, there's that.
No, I mean here.
Oh,
we,
God.
whatever we bought.
Oh, you're
it's all
selling it
gone.
consistently. Gotcha. Yeah, and that's something that
I mean,
we.
some stuff takes longer to sell, but there's nothing like the little Timber Creek part. At
It
one
all
time
sells,
it will
yeah.
be empty.
Well, that's something else
which
we
is
do.
very unusual.
We it's kind of a guarantee, yes, especially with a new dealer that doesn't really know how things are going to go. If it doesn't sell in your store, we'll take it back. We'll pay you whatever you paid for it. We'll take it back and either credit your account or get you something that does sell, something that does. Because look, we can't understand every market; they're different, you know. So sometimes, if you, especially if you're a new dealer, you're sort of experimenting. Wonder if this color would work or this product would work. If it doesn't work, that's fine. We'll take it back. Absolutely, 100%. It just doesn't happen very often. So those guarantees are easy to make when we don't have to do it very often. But every once in a while, you know, it comes up where, you know, this particular color or this particular product didn't sell well in that market. And we make it easy. Just take it back and start over with something different.
How many different colors do you have? Do you know?
There's 10 stocking colors. Colors you get year round.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. It's there's black, there's red, there's FDE. Those are probably the 3 biggest colors as far as sales.
Right.
Then you got purple. You've got tungsten, which is kind of a gray or a titanium look. You've got OD green. You're testing my memory. It's been a long day.
I don't even know how you're still breathing.
I know. Dave.
The burnt orange, which is a pretty popular color. You know, it's kind of a Texas burnt orange, I guess. It looks a lot better on the gun than it does when you're looking at the part, though. Yeah, the first when I first saw it, I didn't like it, but on the weapon, it looks really, really good. So you got where was that here? You got how many was that? So black, red,
10.
FDE,
That was 10.
OD. Was it 10? Okay, yeah. And those are available. I'll go with that.
I'm helping you.
I'll go with that, man.
Yep, 10. That's what it was, 10. Yep.
But they're all cool.
Oh,
unique
burnt bronze.
colors.
Burnt bronze is an awesome. I
like,
gotta get that
I do
in
like
there.
a burnt
Yeah.
bronze.
That's probably my personal favorite.
I was just about to say, I like
Yeah.
a burnt bronze. I do like a burnt bronze. Yours is burnt bronze with purple.
I think you just like saying burnt bronze.
I do like burnt bronze.
Yeah, you know,
burnt bronze.
I just finished a pistol build that's
burnt bronze,
burnt
baby. That's
bronze
what I'm
and
talking
OD green, a mixture of the two, and it turned out awesome.
Burnt bronze.
Yeah, burnt bronze.
Burnt bronze.
What?
I don't know what I did with that box. You know, I've been thinking this whole fucking time about what I did with that box because I originally wanted to poop in it and give it to Chelsea's uncle because they trade fucked up. Oh, fuck.
You know where it's at.
No. God damn
What
it.
did you
You
do?
threw it away.
No, I didn't throw it away.
Oh, okay.
God
He
damn
forgot
it.
something.
Chelsea's going to send the picture.
So
Talk for a minute.
you know what I gave him for Christmas?
No, I don't.
I got
That's what he's talking about.
I got one that beat you, brother.
Oh yeah. So I got him a
That's not what
box
he's talking about.
that's it says baby's first diaper, and it was a frame that you put the diaper in, and it showed like a poo diaper that you put on the wall and you hang it up. It's one of those like baby's first campfire and things like that we looked at that time.
We did a podcast that
And
was
then I
like
put a
my
digital
first
picture
overdose kit, my first like hay and a needle stack.
Yeah.
My first murder.
And it was just empty boxes. But some asshole out of China is selling $20, just empty boxes. And we were talking about how much I wanted one. So he got me my first like shit diaper that you frame, and it was really nice. The present in it was a frame that is like a real frame,
Digital picture
frame, which was very sweet. Thank you again. Chelsea really liked it, and she's still playing with it. But the box, you know, is like my first baby's diarrhea kit that you hang on the wall, and it's supposed to be. It's just an empty box, but it's funny that they make
That
these
is awesome.
boxes. But I got.
Poop it and it takes it to the next level.
So we had
There's a story behind the baby poop though. for him.
Our family's just so fucked up. So in a good way. We I saw this picture. My wife's daughter, we invite them over to dinner like once a week.
Your wife's daughter.
My wife's sister.
Okay.
God damn you, Santa Claus. And this fucking delicious eggnog. My wife's what the fuck was I watching the other day? I was watching some court thing, and some guy goes, "Yeah, my wife's father-in-law," and he's like, "That's your dad." He's like, "Yes." Fucking idiot. Anyway, they were showing me that they went into their friend's house, and there's on their fucking wall. This girl I guess has something wrong with her. She's just wild, like you know,
Got it.
18-year-old wild, you know. And there's a picture that she paints and draws.
Oh dear God.
And this is they bought it for me for Christmas. They asked
What
me
is
how
it?
much she wanted for it. And I'm the official owner of an original butthole picture.
Oh my God.
You love it, don't you?
It was my fucking favorite thing I got.
Oh my God!
So they showed me
That big shit-eating grin on his face.
We're all eating dinner, and
Oh my God!
usually they give me one fucked up thing a year, which is my favorite thing. But we're eating dinner, and they're like, look at we went into my friend's house, and there's this picture, like when you go in, and there's this butthole, and I'm like, those aren't her hands. That's somebody's hands spreading her
Right.
disgusting butthole open, and we laughed about it, and then
It could have been a photo.
They bought it for they bought it for me.
That is
So it's gonna hang somewhere in the
hilarious.
podcast if you can't see. That's
Yep.
that's what my Christmas present was.
An original sketch.
It was an original. This bitch might fucking start running like Blue Dog. This thing might be worth $50, $60 one day.
That's when you go to Vegas, baby.
That's right. That's right. Oh.
Bring that picture with you, all happy.
Jesus.
I want to trade this, please, for some chips.
Somebody would buy it. I'd fucking buy it. I'd buy it for $100.
Put it all on black.
If somebody was selling that butthole picture, the funniest thing too is the fingernails. She drew the fucking cartoon fingernails. Mr. Tony, you've been traveling for 20 hours. I don't want to keep you. I wanted to meet you. I thought you were a regional rep. I feel terrible that you're like the country rep.
No, well, look, I volunteer for this region. I like it in the South, so I have to live in the North, but I don't know if you paid attention to the news at all, but there's some embarrassing stuff going on up there.
Nah, we don't ever
So
watch it.
I volunteered to come on South whenever I can, so I'm happy to be here.
You think things are better though? Because you're probably one of the few people that might know.
Well, where I'm at,
No, I mean going across. See, because I don't see. We try not to get political. We try to just get hammered most of the time.
Yeah.
But I don't see any of the problems.
Well,
I don't see them ever.
here's the thing for us.
And we're a very mixed community in New
Yes.
Orleans, and I don't see
It's
any
always
of that.
been mixed where
I
we're
mean, every
from.
now and then you get an asshole, but it doesn't mean if it's a white asshole or an Asian
Just
asshole
an
or a
asshole,
black
yeah.
asshole.
And none
There's
of this,
assholes.
It's never had anything to do with race. This is
Right.
about core beliefs
Yeah.
and being hated for what you believe.
But it seems like
Yeah.
everything on the news is not really happening in real life.
Not
And
as
it
much as they
confuses
portray it.
me.
Not at all. I will say this. We are in Springfield, which is connected by a bridge to Eugene, which is where the University of Oregon is. And it's a liberal town, a liberal city, but it's always been that way, and Springfield's very blue collar. They're two different worlds, that's always been fine. Everyone's gotten along. It's been great until the last couple of years. And I think the media is mostly to blame for that. It's kind of got people whipped into a frenzy. If you're a liberal on this side of the bridge, that you have to believe that this side is no good. But it's not as bad as they make it sound. It really isn't. It's worse than it should be. I will tell you that. People are nowadays, at least where I'm from.
But I mean, you think it's
staying away
worse
from
than it should be?
For where I'm at, yes.
Really?
Yeah, they're just staying away from each
Man, that
other.
sucks.
And it's not everybody, man. It really is. There's a lot of good people there. Unfortunately, in the last year or two, you've seen a lot of negative stuff in Portland, and that's a small group of people making a bunch of noise. That's all
Right.
that is. A lot of good people, with different beliefs. A lot of good, there was never hate over your political beliefs.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's just how you live your life. And it is happening, man. I'm not going to lie to you. It's happening. I don't see it a lot because, we're actually in the country. We got a big river running right next to us, surrounded by the trees. It's beautiful out there.
Yeah, it is beautiful.
Yes,
out there.
it's
I wanna go
beautiful.
fishing.
So, and I live on the east end of Springfield, which is just a few miles from where I work. So I spend all my time basically, except for when I'm traveling, in one area. So we don't feel it out there. It's really good people out there. But you do see it in certain areas, in certain situations, And for me, that's not my thing either. You're never going to
get
change
it.
the way I think or believe. So, and I don't have a lot of debates with people that, that believe differently because it just has gotten ugly lately, But I'll say this: it's bad, but it's not nearly as bad as what they make it sound like.
You remember after 9/11, I always talk about this. And it's super fucked up because I obviously don't wish 9/11 happened, and I hope it never happens again. But after 9/11,
It was beautiful.
god damn, man, it was fucking great.
Yeah, it was beautiful. People unified, and
People were paying for each other's groceries.
It was unbelievable.
Hugging each other.
yeah. And I think, man, at some point we'll get.
And I was
back
just old
to that.
enough to where I was like 15 or 16, but I was aware of what was going on.
Yeah.
You know, like if I was 90, I probably wouldn't give too much of a shit, and if I was 6, I wouldn't fucking remember it. But I was at a weird point where one of my first real memories of the country as a whole was that, and I don't know how we get back to that point, and
Hopefully not a tragedy.
I think it has.
You know,
I don't
but
know how
unfortunately-
how else would it be?
I think that at some point, like I said, this is, I believe, driven by media and social
Well,
media.
Fox
And I think people are
and
starting.
CNN will both die
Oh,
within
absolutely.
the next 5 years.
They're starting to figure out that it's a bunch of shit. That it
Right.
really is, and people are coming around. They
I mean,
really
they're
are.
small podcasts.
There for a while, that hate was strong. It
Oh,
was,
yeah.
and it was worse than any racism hate I'd ever seen. It was worse than anything like that, and it was simply based on your political beliefs, which goes all the way down to your core values. I think, this is the kind of person I am. This is how I was raised, and suddenly people were hating me for it, and it didn't make any sense to me because
Right.
I'd never had to deal with
Well, I
anything
think
like that.
they also hated you because you didn't see their point of view.
They believe that.
Well,
but
right.
But they don't bother to ask.
Right.
The people that were, I hate to group people because not everybody's bad, for
How
sure.
dare you disagree
But
with
the
me?
folks
Right.
that had those issues, they just assume, well, look at this guy. He's got tattoos, and clearly he's got to be a conservative.
Hick.
So he's, yeah, he's evil. This man's evil. He's like, whatever. They're, calling all conservatives Trumpers or this or that. I mean, we've been the same people our whole lives, And there's people are starting to figure out where that came from. And they're
Deliverance.
Yeah. They're starting to get wise to that shit, man. And they're thinking, you know what? You're like a bunch of sheep. You're doing what you've been told to do.
That's right.
I think it's slowly breaking down.
It is. There's no question in my
I
mind.
think that CNN and Fox, I think they will both be. I mean, they're pulling like 1/100th of like the first time I saw it when I met you in the parking lot. I was thinking you look kind of like Joe Rogan, and it's funny because he had one of CNN's doctors on.
I saw that. Yeah.
Fucking great, and
Yeah.
that's why podcasts
Yep.
have 500 times the viewers. I mean, CNN's pulling like 2% of when they come on in their main spot. He's got 100 million views a month, and he's got this guy from CNN on talking about. They said I was taking horse dewormer. It was
Yes.
fucking prescribed by a doctor. You lied. Why did you do that? And that's not something that you could say on CNN.
No. He still doesn't have to give you an answer.
And the guy said, they definitely shouldn't have done that. He's like, dude, they fucking lied.
Yeah, be real here.
They're
right.
both
Yeah.
drinking.
I don't
so
think
they-
you ever got him to say they lied, but
No, I don't think the doctor,
Said
Sanjay
it.
Gupta, I think was his name.
Yes.
I don't think he said that. He said they definitely shouldn't have said, but I mean, Joe Rogan's a very nice guy.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, he can fucking kill you 10 ways to
absolutely,
Sunday.
Yeah.
yeah.
But he said,
Yeah.
dude, they fucking lied. They said I was taking horse pills. What are you doing over there?
That's either true or it's not.
That's
you
why
know?
y'all are, getting 1/100th the viewers that these other popular podcasts are getting, and it's because it's not filtered. There's no bullshit
That's right.
That's right.
commercials. There's not 50 people fighting for 5 minutes of
Bullshit
screen time,
lies.
screaming over each other just
Yep.
for one soundbite. It's just a dead technology. But I think as it dies, it'll just be grasping for the closer it becomes to being zero to death, it gets more and more exploitive and
There's no doubt.
more
They're going to be grasping at
explosive news
straws.
stories.
Mm-hmm. Well,
So I
people
think
trust-
it'll get a lot worse until it gets to that point where they throw in the towel and say we've obviously fucked up, and
It'll be too late.
Right.
It's going to get worse before it gets better for that very reason.
Right.
They will be grasping at straws. And I think that I love podcasts. I love Joe Rogan. That's probably one of my favorite podcasts.
I love it.
I think that
There's a bunch of them.
there's a
And
bunch
a lot of my
very
favorite
good
ones aren't even linked together.
No.
I like Jordan Peterson
Yes. Mm-hmm.
stuff. I like Ben Shapiro stuff. There's
Yep.
a few left people that I listen to just to
Yeah.
get their their point of view. Maybe I'm wrong about some stuff.
And you should do
I like
that.
Rogan's, and Joe Rogan says I'm a leftist.
Yeah, he's if he chooses any side at all,
Right.
He's just honest, and that's what I was gonna say. Podcasts just feel more honest to me,
Right.
And I can't be alone in that. I think most people feel the same way.
Everybody.
You listen to this podcast, and it feels like you can trust it. Where you can't trust. I mean, I was going to the gym for a while, and we had these treadmills, and they had a line of TVs up there, and every single day at the time I was on it, you had CNN and Fox right next to each other.
And they're two totally
Somebody's
different
lying,
stories.
brother.
Right.
They're talking about the same thing, but they're telling you two different.
The last time I
completely
did
different
that
stories.
was when Trump was running for president. And
It was
I would
incredible.
Flip back and forth, and I'm
Yeah.
like, these is two totally fucking different planets.
It was
that we're on.
entertaining though,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Oh,
Watching
yeah,
that, you go,
yeah.
how
That
the
was
fuck
the
are we
last
supposed to know
time-
what to believe?
That was the
Right.
last time I was truly entertained by mainstream media.
Hell, the only time. I honestly, for me,
all you have to
I
do
look
is-
forward to that time in my day because I just watch and laugh.
I'd watch for 5 minutes,
Yeah.
and then I click back, and I'm like, this isn't even the same planet that we're on.
They say whatever the fuck they want.
They
to.
said Hillary's 90%, and then they're saying Trump has already won. I'm like,
Yep.
what were you going
I was going to say if you watch like actual the representatives and the different things that go on in Congress, and you listen to the senators and everything themselves and what they're trying to put out, for some reason the Republican senators and congressmen and everything are they sound like they are trying to do things for the people. They complain and they bitch and they say, what is going on? Why can this happen? Why is this happening? And the Democrats are just like, fuck them. We want to do our thing. Let's do our thing. And I don't understand that. I don't understand how people don't see that.
It's a matter of agenda. And the people that don't see it are never going to see it,
Yeah,
or at least
they don't
not
want
anytime soon. They just don't want to see it. That's what I boil. And the same could be said for a lot of us, I guess. But that's why it's important to listen to some other views. Like, for example, social media. You guys all know this. Facebook, they're throwing stuff on your Facebook if you look at that kind of stuff that you want to see.
Shit, if you talk about it,
yes.
and the phone hears
So
it,
you're seeing-
you're going to get advertisements for it the next day.
You're
That's
seeing
actually
one
really
view.
fucked up. It's true.
It
I
is.
hate it.
Yeah.
I
Have
wanna
you
get off
tried
of it.
doing that?
Yes,
I hate it.
he's
There was
absolutely right.
There was a time that Chelsea was talking about for a while, hammering at home that she wanted a Suburban and nothing after like a week, nothing but large Suburban GMC stuff was on my news feed.
Yeah.
That's fucking
Yes.
scary.
It's scary
It
as hell.
is.
And you're thinking
That means they're listening.
Yeah, they're listening.
And
Yeah, because you didn't do a
programming
search.
it. No,
Yeah.
I didn't search for any of that shit.
Yeah, but look at what's the guy that blew the whistle on the NSA? What's his name? Snowden.
Edward
Yeah.
Snowden.
Watch
Yeah.
the documentary about him where he sits there
Yeah.
and tells you everything that they could do back then.
they're doing it.
They could do it all now, even worse,
Yep.
because he's like, this technology is not going away. And he said they could turn your phone on whenever they want. They could listen to just the audio
Yeah,
if
now
they
he's
want. They
fucking
could,
trapped in an embassy.
I
that
know.
They're gonna since
but he was talking about your TV, your laptop, your iPad, your phone, anything. Now you got the Amazon, devices. You got anything, the Google devices, anything that listens
that's
all
right.
the time.
And most of it does. Most all of it does.
Yep.
What happens is, I get it. I understand it's targeted marketing. I understand why they do it, but it's scary. And what it does, it's
I'm
not
just worried about what's next.
Yes, what next?
Watch the movie Don't Look Up.
I did see that.
I saw
That
that
movie
Dylan,
pissed
yeah.
me off so
Yeah.
bad.
Oh my god. Fucking ridiculous.
I saw
What's
it.
it about?
It's
Gotta
about
see
a comet coming to hit the Earth, and nobody on the planet believes it's coming because of how they put the news
Media,
out.
social media.
Yeah, they manipulate the media.
It's probably not far fetched.
I won't tell you any more than that
Yeah,
because
let him watch
you
it.
gotta watch
Brad
the movie.
Pitt and the guy that used to be fat and skinny now is it on it?
Brad Pitt's not on it.
No, not Brad Pitt. The other good-looking guy. He was in
Titanic.
Titanic.
Yeah.
Leonardo
Leonardo
DiCaprio
DiCaprio.
and
Yes.
Jonah Hill.
Yep,
I started watching it last night and fell
It's a
asleep
good,
within the
it's
first
a,
5
it's a
minutes.
good movie, but it pissed
So,
me off
yeah.
so bad.
They go, this fucking thing is gonna kill us in 60 days. And he says, well, what are you talking? 99.9%.
I'm sorry.
Jonah
I'm sorry.
Hill goes. So
Your hair-
1%.
Your hair kind of looks fucked up right now. I'm sorry. He's just
Jonah Hill says headlines. Not there's 0.1%. Let's go with that. Not gonna hit. There's
they're
a
not
very
sure.
high likelihood. Yeah, I did.
Here you are telling me it's 100%. It's not 100%.
Yeah. Let's run with that. Get it out.
Yeah,
It's a good movie though.
they're not far off. But
I
you know
need
what
to
it
finish
does?
watching it tonight.
Do watch it for sure. It makes the
Yes.
truth hard to find. So, which is, if you don't want to get tunnel vision and sound like an idiot, you do have to spend some time listening to different podcasts, or because there aren't a lot of ways to get accurate information, at least sincere information. You can't just go on social media or Google and know that you're reading stuff that's real, and which is also why you got to be careful when you debate. You know what I mean?
Right.
Where'd you get your information?
Right.
If you say the internet, you're going to get laughed at,
Yeah.
because you can't find it. You really have to dig to find it.
Right.
So,
And that's what we were talking
Now-
about last podcast, because they took a lot of our podcasts off.
Yeah, we've
and we were
gotten
like, if you're
podcasts-
getting your news from us,
Yeah.
you're a fucking idiot.
They pulled.
we got some.
we finally had, and we've done pretty good, surprisingly, from the shit we've talked about.
Yes.
But we've had, I think
Several
we've had
shows.
one or two that were pulled, and it was for like
At least two.
inaccurate news information.
Yeah.
Really?
Like if you're fucking coming here,
To get
motherfucker,
your
to get your news,
You're an idiot to start. You got no
Jesus
shot.
Christ.
One last thing I'll tell you about that movie. Watch it all the way through the credits at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You got to watch it all the way to the very end of the movie.
Oh, see, I don't like that. I
Yeah,
feel
you
like
got
he's gonna
to.
wake up or something.
No.
No.
Just watch the movie.
All right,
Yeah.
all
It's
right,
not
I will.
fucking
I
Inception.
will.
What are you talking?
Every movie seems like that now. I like a skinny Jonah Hill. Everybody gave him shit when he got skinny.
He's an asshole in that movie.
I know,
He
he's
is an
worth-
asshole.
him that.
No, I already knew it.
But he looks so sad sitting there after Mama left. She's coming
No.
back.
Nah, he's blowing it. I didn't say anything.
He was an asshole,
Don't
but
listen, Devin.
She's coming back. She's coming back.
she's coming
I'm not
back.
gonna remember any of this.
Shut the fuck up, Frank.
I'm not remembering any of this shit. I don't even know who you are. We're gonna have Scott on now that he's not got the vid. It's gonna be a big one. One of my buddies, the first podcast we did, I'll tell you after, but we had to take it down. He's coming back on for round 2. It's gonna be fun. All right, well, Timber Creek. Anything else?
That's pretty much it, man. It's exciting stuff. I mean, look, if you're anywhere near SHOT Show, come by for sure. It'll be a good time.
We're
if
not
anything else.
going.
I know.
know
But
the
if you
booth?
happen to end up there,
You know the booth you'll be at?
it's like
Just
67,
Send us
14.
those
and
passes that we can't
that's a
use.
guess. Where
Yeah.
if you enter the first level, first of all, the huge doors coming in are all going to be wrapped in Timber Creek, so you're going to know you're in the
cool.
right spot. So you'll come in, you'll enter through the main entrance, and you go towards the back of the right where Vortex normally is.
Oh, so y'all are on the main floor.
Yes. Yeah. So we're kind of in the back right corner. And if you get even closer,
Have they talked to you about that? Because I did a deep delve when I first went and was more interested in, because I got lost. I thought I was on the 3rd floor. I was trying to get out. It was like midnight, and they're like, "You're in the
trying to
fucking
get out."
basement, bro." Like if you, and I'm kind of tall.
can't go any
if you
lower.
stand up and look, you can't see walls.
oh, no way.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm
Like
sure
if
I'll
you're
get
in the
lost
middle of SHOT Show, pretty much any of the levels, because it really is 2 convention centers. They kind of say it's one, but it's two.
Yeah.
It's 2.
They're
and
definitely
3
2.
levels. And I thought I was on the top one, and shit's closing. They're calling last call, and I'm trying to stumble my ass out of the SHOT Show, and I'm looking up, and I can't. There's no exit signs. You can't see.
Probably not
walls.
in the basement.
It is huge.
No, not in the basement.
And they're like, "Yeah, you're in the fucking basement. You're not on the 3rd floor."
Dude, that would have sucked to get locked in
Like,
there,
because
man.
you are, and it's so, some of the other, the people like that are real big manufacturers, Colt and stuff, they'll have like these big monuments where they are to where you can't see
Anyone else?
anything.
Yeah.
Like you're in the middle of Disneyland with no
Just them.
hope,
No
or
direction, no
escape,
idea
right?
Yeah.
what way to go. Yeah.
It's definitely something to see. I don't know if I'd want to go 10 times, but I've been a few times. But going once is fun. We'll go. Goddamn coronavirus.
I want the house address too.
Coronavirus. Coronavirus.
Just want
Fucking coronavirus. How'd you do with that, by the way? She just she had it 2 weeks ago.
Dude, so this time it didn't try to kill me, but it was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Somebody said, "Are you getting a cold?" I was like, "No."
Yeah,
Let me go test.
a few of Chelsea's people got it, and they were like, I feel like I got kind of a cold.
I was nauseous, and someone asked me if I was pregnant. I can't get pregnant.
Oh yeah.
It's different for everybody. This a new.
And then I had a bad headache.
Oh. Huh.
So yeah.
Exactly.
All right, so we end this with a quick fire round.
Wasn't who I could try.
Was not super prepared for this one. I didn't know which direction we were going to go, so y'all are going to give me some help. But I've gotten a few questions that we asked to our guests.
So you know what
Short
mine is.
answers.
Sure.
And there's a few that I haven't gotten good answers to that I have a feeling that Mr. Tony's going to be able to give us good answers to. What was the last big thing that you changed your mind about?
Last big thing?
Last big thing that you've changed your mind
Well,
about?
I call my partner, my wife. We've been engaged for over 16 years.
How's that happen?
We were supposed to get married a couple
that
years
sounds
ago.
like a good idea.
And
too.
we
No,
literally
don't be that guy.
we went to Vegas.
Damn it.
Don't listen to her, Tony. You're doing fine.
We went to Vegas. It's almost 17 years.
Oh,
We
my
went to
God.
Vegas. 2
See, I
years.
think that, not to cut you off, but they say being girlfriend, boyfriend, married is fucking way to go.
But being
It has been.
engaged
It
and not
has
getting
been.
married is different.
Yeah.
That is, I want to keep this bitch here, but I don't want to marry her.
Tony, you're doing good.
Yeah, well, ultimately that's it, man.
Tony.
And it wasn't just me;
Damn
it was
it.
mutual. We got to Vegas, and she thought she would be fine with just the two of us getting married there, and not so much.
Yeah, elope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just no elope.
That's what we wanted to do. We had it all set up, and we changed our minds. I changed my mind. She changed her mind, and we did not get married. And the people I worked with at the time, they had sent us all this stuff to our room, and I felt so shitty that I didn't tell them. I just left it alone.
Let's just keep it all.
Yeah.
That Bed Bath & Beyond shit is good stuff.
We kept every
I ain't
bit of it,
sending
man.
a fucking blanket back, son. I tricked you, and that's it.
All them candles.
Count your losses, motherfucker.
That's funny.
It was a trial run.
My
So-
wife's like, fuck this, I'd rather go gamble anyway.
Okay.
So do you
well,
think-
if it's mutual?
so-
All right.
Is the big thing you changed your mind about to stay in that because it's happier for both of you, or to take the jump and get married?
I think that we were obviously both have been divorced. And, I don't know what she said, but I'm never getting divorced again. That means I never get married. That's what that means. But at this point, look, man, our kids are raised, so
Yeah.
we're not getting divorced.
How old your youngest kid?
The youngest is 23. So they're out of school. In fact, my
single?
daughter just finished. Yes, actually. Yeah. I don't know if I like that or not, but
See, looking to get get somebody out of my house.
Frank's
Yeah.
single?
yeah.
Oh, I thought you asked him if he was single.
No,
No.
his son.
I don't
Because
know.
I have a daughter that.
Oh no. Oh yeah.
Oh.
No. No.
Hey, yeah,
no.
me too. I do too. Your daughter can take a back seat. I got a daughter for you. Send her my way. My daughter loves killing stuff, and she hasn't, she doesn't. She still shits herself, but he can, they can figure
We
that
get used
out.
to that in time.
They can figure that out on the
Yeah.
honeymoon. All right, God, he's fucking, what are we drinking? I'm empty, and I'm having trouble remembering.
Quick fire round. That's where we're at.
That's what it was, and yeah. But no,
So
it
what
was
was your answer, though?
decided not to change my mind on the marriage. Yeah.
And she did too, and y'all were cool
yeah,
with that.
but we're getting married this year, man. We're getting married in October.
It was mature.
So y'all want to do the wedding?
Yeah, we're gonna do. It's not a big wedding.
Save your
Yeah, she wants a small wedding. She just wanted some of the family there.
She
Gotcha.
blew the money for the ring at Vegas.
Fortunately, I already took care of that, man.
Yeah, don't bring more than $200 with you to Vegas.
And don't bring the debit card.
I was gonna say it's just too easy to get
Yeah,
to your
no
money,
debit
man.
card.
Yeah.
Bitcoins.
And
Don't
that first
don't
night,
touch
I
it.
was fucking oof. All right, so if you could have one definitive answer to a question that you do not know the answer to, no matter how big or small, before you die, what would it be?
Are there aliens?
God damn it! I thought that was a fucking great answer. we go balls deep on aliens.
Big time.
Yeah.
Big alien.
We go
I mean,
hard.
how do you not curious about that, man? I get lost in that. How big?
You travel a lot. Have you ever seen anything weird?
No, I wish I had, man, because I want to believe.
I haven't seen
I do.
anything either.
I want
We
to
believe.
I want to believe. I want to. I believe I want to see it. How is it not possible?
Exactly.
That's a better way to
What
ask that
makes
question.
us so special?
We
I
had
think we're the only
the
shit
last
here.
guy before
Yeah.
you. I had a physicist on, and we debated the Bob Lazar story, and he shut it down too. I think they all have to do that though to seem not silly.
Yeah, because it does. It makes you sound less credible, I guess, if you're a physicist. But,
I mean, you lose a certain amount of control.
but the fact is, I don't buy it. I don't buy it. There's too much for us to be the only. You know what I mean? It's
I
just
agree.
there's too much, and there's so much we don't know. We don't even know a fraction of what there is to know.
No.
So
We
how
don't
can
even
you
know
say,
what's in our own ocean,
How
much
can-
less in
Right.
space.
Yes, how can you say with any certainty that there are no aliens or we're the only ones? You know what? You can't say that. Nobody can. You know, to me that sounds silly.
Next question.
Before you die, if there was one thing that you'd like to be remembered by, what would it be?
I would say my kids. You know, the way I raise my kids.
The way you raised your
Yeah,
kids?
yeah.
You think you did a good job?
I think I did a pretty good job. You know, it was a learning
What's the
process.
secret?
I got better as I got older, for sure. You know, I think what I want to be remembered for is my family being able to count on me. You know what I mean? I was there when I was needed. That doesn't mean I didn't make mistakes. I've been wild my entire life, but I've been very. We're still wild. Yeah, I've been very. What's the best word for this? Dependable, I guess you could say that. And to this day, you know, my relationship with my kids is very good. So to me, that's important.
That's what I'm the most scared of, is missing. I have so my biggest thing is I have serious trouble waking up because I don't sleep hardly at all. But when I do get to sleep, I'm like, it takes me an hour and a half to wake up in the morning. So if I get up at 6:30 with Blair, I'm awake and I give her breakfast, and then she goes with my wife to her mother's house. She watches her for usually during the days when we both have work. And then I usually, I don't know, go on Gunbroker or do something to look at stuff for the store. And if I don't, I go to sleep for an hour. And then I'm right back where I started, where it takes 2 hours for me to wake up in the morning.
Right.
But so that sucks, because on the weekends, it's rough to get, started in the mornings. And I think that sucks for Blair too. You know, my daughter and my wife to not go hard for 14 hours all day during the weekends after a long week.
Right.
But other than that, I think we're doing all right. That's something that worries me though.
It gets easier though as she gets older.
Yeah.
It should. If it didn't worry, it wouldn't matter. That's the kind of way I look at it. You know, you can't expect yourself to be perfect because you're learning on the job. What's important, I think, if you make mistakes as a father, you got to recognize that was a mistake, and maybe not go there anymore.
Right.
You know what I mean? But every kid's fucking different. My kids, all of them
Yeah,
are
that's
different.
true.
Completely different. And my biggest thing was my dad was a hard ass, man. I loved him, but he was a hard ass, so I never opened up to him. I didn't talk to him,
Yeah.
Not really, you know what I mean? He was a man's man, and my mom was a nurturer, and I thought, I want my kids to be able to come to me.
Right.
So there's a fine line where you
My dad was just a dick.
yeah. Well, I mean, he wasn't really a dick. He was just a hard ass, and as a kid, I don't think he even realized it was hard for a child to open up to him like that. He was scary
Yeah.
as hell.
Right.
And that's, for me, that's the biggest adjustments I made in time. I started realizing, man, I sound just like my dad. My kids are afraid of me.
Yeah.
That's not what I realized that very early, And
That's another thing that I think about sometimes, because Blair has, unfortunately, my temper, which is terrible, and I don't have. Here, I've been able to smooth myself out for the most part, but
I'm the mean ass here.
yeah, she's taken over that, thankfully. But she'll do some stuff, and I'll really get mad, and then after, I'm like, man, that's not cool. I shouldn't have.
I struggled with the same thing though, bro. I mean, like I said in time, my kids to this day, most of them will come to me first, even before their mom. Just, You know, Mom,
That's a
she
cool spot to
worries.
be in.
Yeah, you know, and that's exactly where I wanted to be. And it was tough, man, to figure that out, to walk that line where they need to respect what I say. You know,
Right,
you
so
want
have
them
to
to do what
respect
you
you.
say. So to teach a kid that respect isn't fear.
Not look at you as a friend.
Yeah. Respect isn't fear.
Or other
You know,
things.
and we can be friendly without, you know, being friends, that kind of thing. There's a balance, man. And every kid is different, so you got to walk that line a little differently. If
So
you
my
only-
last one you pretty much just answered, but if there was one thing you could go back and change about your life and any point in your life, what would you have changed?
For me, I would have finished in the military. I would have stayed and retired. I'm 52 now.
Oh, you would have
God,
stayed and
everybody I
retired.
know
Yeah.
who left says that.
Yeah, I wanted to stay. I extended once.
How long
and
were you in?
I was in for 4 years, but I was at
So
the
you
time.
had gun knowledge and experience before this.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, what were you
Okay.
in?
I was in the
What-
army.
Army.
Yeah, I was a scout.
Army.
And that was the problem. You know, I had met a girl and we got married. That was my first marriage. And she was also in the military. But I was in the field all the time. We were attached, a scout platoon attached to a tank battalion. So every time Alpha went to the field, we went. Bravo went, we went. We were in the field constantly, which means I was gone constantly.
Right.
And she didn't like that. So she wanted to get out. And I was unsure of it at the time. You know, I said no initially, but ultimately ended up getting out. You know, and I look back now, I'm 52 now. I would have been retired at 20 at 38.
Yep.
You know, this would have been a retirement.
Yeah.
And a lot of guys, I know a lot of guys that feel the same way.
Yeah, I do too.
You know?
Yeah.
At the time, man, when you're young, that feels like forever, though.
Yeah.
It does. It feels like you're only talking about, 15, 16 years at that point. But
I had 9 years in and I got out to take care of my mother when she got diagnosed with cancer.
so you're looking back on it even more than I am then. But I would certainly change that. There's no doubt. There's everything else I would question, but I would not question that. I would definitely have done that.
Frank?
I would have done the same.
Do you have
Ginger?
any questions? Is what he's asking.
That was good enough for me.
I gotta ask my. I need
All right,
more
go
people
ahead
on my
with
side.
the
Okay.
ghosts. Go
How you
ahead.
feel about ghosts? What do you think about ghosts?
Listen, my wife is
See?
very
We
sensitive.
need a ghost on this fucking podcast so we can end this once and for all.
She's
Now,
very
you would shit your pants if all of a sudden.
yeah. I can tell
When
you.
I die, he's the first one I'm going to show myself to because he needs to see.
I have never until
First one.
Yeah, he does.
Choose your outfit.
Yeah, he does.
But yeah, she's sensitive, man. She's very sensitive, and I'd never seen her experience.
Wait.
anything.
What did you just say?
She's
Who?
very sensitive. My wife, my partner. She's
Oh, to that kind of stuff?
yes,
Oh, man,
yeah.
y'all are all fucking
Never experienced it. Never seen anything. Didn't believe in it
Really?
until I met her.
She see like dead cats and stuff.
And she knows.
If
It's
he
not
said
something-
yes, and
She knew things about me, like I had a nickname. My uncle used to call me Haas, and he got killed riding a Harley, got decapitated in an accident.
oh shit.
And she starts. This was right after we got together. She goes, I don't know what, but I keep hearing the name Haas, and
Oh shit!
I
So
get
she's hearing
she's
him.
hearing it.
Get
yeah.
her on the podcast.
and she's like,
No, she's hearing the ghost talk
Yeah.
about him.
I
she goes,
know.
did your uncle die in a bike wreck or something?
She's like a medium.
Did he?
She
what
just
hap-
guessed that
what,
it was your uncle?
What happened to his head? And I'm like,
She must have known that your
I was
uncle,
holding the beer, and I dropped the
love
beer, and
her.
like, what the?
She must have known that your uncle had died, though.
No, absolutely not.
I
She just
love
randomly
her.
said,
Zero
"Did your
possibility.
uncle die?"
She goes, but I keep hearing it. It seems like it's your uncle, and I'm like, how the fuck do you know that? What do you mean? It
love
seems
it.
like my uncle. That's how I was. I was really skeptical. She goes, well, did he die? You know, she goes, I feel like you're your dad's brother. My dad only has one brother, and she goes, what happened? Was he? I feel like he was riding, or what happened to his head? And I'm like,
Get the fuck out of here, Tommy.
from that point on, bro. I'm not kidding you.
Was it a small town where like she could have seen it in the newspaper or
No,
something?
because it happened like 10, 15 years before
Oh,
that.
God,
so it had been
see.
a long time. There would have been no way. So the nickname, okay, maybe.
Every
She was
time
stalking
every
you for
time
15
I think
years.
I get
Dude.
out, they drag me back in.
No, that's a true
See?
story. That's 100% a true story.
I trust me.
That's what we're
And I
saying. We've been
just-
trying to get like a medium on this show forever. You need to bring her on the show.
It comes and goes for her. She doesn't have any control over it whatsoever, you know. But she knows when people are sick, like with cancer, you know.
Oh fuck, that sucks. Too,
Yeah,
though.
she hates that. And she's very empathetic. Like she feels other people's emotions.
I
Yeah.
thought a girl was pregnant once in the range, and I told her she couldn't go in because she was, and she wasn't pregnant.
She was just fat.
Oh, that's embarrassing. That's not good, man.
So I'm not psychic, and I'm now an asshole. Gunny did the same thing too, but he did it to a guy. No, what did he do? Yeah, he said, does your sister need Iron Ear Pro? He said, man, that's my fucking brother.
Oh my god.
And Gunny's like, yeah, I don't have my glasses on. I didn't sleep much last night. I'm like, Gunny, go, I'll take care of this. He meant your brother. He said, no, he said, does the young lady need Iron Ear Pro too?
Oh
He
man.
said, man, that's my fucking brother.
At that point, you're gonna say I'm an idiot. Just own it.
Here's some free range time. Please don't post this on fucking
Exactly.
Yelp. All right, well, those are my main questions. You got anything else? Guess how long we've been talking?
How long?
Guess.
Hour?
2 hours.
About
Get out.
About
I'm
to.
so tired,
This
man.
fucking room
This
is.
room does it. We had to put that clock there.
Ugh.
It's 9 o'clock.
I feel more tired than I have all night since you said that. Yeah.
Well, you need to get home,
Yeah, I want to,
wherever that may be.
yeah.
For the night.
Before I go, I got something to give to you, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And give us an order form.
Yeah, I'll send it to your
And
email.
the special codes.
I'll send the email and I'll send, some product stuff to you.
But don't send us an email. Send us an email, then you got to call one of us.
Oh, yeah,
Or
for
both
sure.
of us.
I'll
Let
send-
me know.
I'll send it to you so you can kind of play with it. Here's the thing. If you order from me before the end of the week, before the end of the day Friday, I can give you show pricing.
Okay.
It's something I can do when I'm in
Okay.
town.
We'll
So
do that.
I'll send it to you and then we'll give you some time to look it over and stuff, and then we'll get together and we'll
Okay.
go through it. But,
Okay.
And I'll send you some of the product examples, but I really like the idea of a range gun here.
Yeah.
I think that would be really good for you. So
Absolutely.
we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Try to get me some of that high polished nickel stuff too, if you have any laying around in the warehouse.
Look
I want a
around.
magazine. I want a nickel plated
That
magazine.
one looks so badass.
Just sell us
Y'all
whatever
had
you
some
got.
at
Yeah.
SHOT Show, and
Hey.
usually at the end of SHOT Show they do want to sell it, so they don't have to fly home with it.
Oh, we don't want to fly home with anything.
And the
It's
guy
perfect.
told
let
me,
me
the guy
try
told
SHOT
the guy
Show.
told me I can't sell it to you.
Really?
There's so many people that want it, I can't sell it to you.
Oh, yeah, that might have been.
Fly me in that morning. I'll fly home at night.
That prob-
after I hit the house.
The problem with that kind of stuff is you can't get it again. You know what I
Right.
mean? So it's not
Well,
like
he
everything
said
else.
I can't because this is like the only mag that we would have to charge you like $200 for because we
Yeah.
polished it down and then
Yeah.
actually nickel plated it.
Yeah.
It was like a one of a kind thing.
Yeah.
So what I kind of got. All right, so if you're in Vegas for SHOT, you're gonna go, Tony.
Absolutely,
All
I'll
right,
be
so
there.
Mr. Tony Rogers, go see Tony. Timber Creek Outdoors. They sell AR parts, anything that
floor.
you can need to dress up your AR M4. They got it all.
I do. I dress
And
it up.
she is a big fan. If you
I
ever seen the last there's a couple videos before we did when she had her Maxim, that all the purple hardware on it is from Timber Creek.
And on DD, my Daniel Defense.
Yeah, so she's.
They were pretty
I
cool.
have some of your skeletonized grips, pistol grips. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like your stuff. Y'all
Yeah.
make very good stuff.
Thank you.
And
Thank
I'm
you.
looking forward to
You're
the
a nice
Glock
guy.
stuff.
Yeah, it's coming. It's
and I
coming.
Damn
would
it.
be amazed that you actually
need
came and
some
did this after
purple.
driving and flying all day.
I'm
So
a man
God
of my
bless
word.
ya.
Yeah.
Holy
Happy
shit.
to do
Thank
it, man.
you. We appreciate
Yeah,
it.
for sure.
But definitely send us that stuff. We'll get some more stuff in the store. This is being filmed on the what is this, the 3rd? So we'll probably
Today's the
have
4th.
stuff in this the 4th. We'll probably have stuff the 2nd or 3rd week of this month.
Yeah,
we
it'll-
got SHOT Show going on. So
Yeah, it's got
a lot
SHOT
of
Show, but
stuff.
it'll still go out. So if you order this week, it'll go out no later than, depending on what day. If it's as early as tomorrow, it'll go out Friday. But if not, it'll be Monday, and then just the time for mail. So
Okay.
you'll have it well
And
before
hey,
the
if
first.
you mention this, call before just so you know that we got it. But if you mention the podcast in Timber Creek and you come in and get some of their stuff, we'll do a 10% off discount or something for you.
Beautiful.
Sound good?
Yeah.
Frank, where can people go to sign up for our suppressor giveaway?
The number 2 shotsinpodcast.com.
There you go. You can send us
Send us an email
an email to 2shotsin
right from our
podcast@gmail.com,
contact us page on the website.
or go to the website. Suppressor, it's the thing we're giving away next. Yeah, send us an email, and it's a 1 in 50 chance. The next 50 emails we get will be entered into a chance to
Emails.
win. And we gave away that Wrangler last
Yep.
podcast, so if
That
you
was the
haven't seen
second
that
one.
last one, Watch that last one. You might be a winner. And if you haven't subscribed yet, guess what? We're giving away more shit constantly. So subscribe, like, and when we get to the next, I don't know, whatever the next 100 is from now, we'll give another gun away. So
Who gives a suppressor away?
I know who. What sick son of a bitch in their right mind would give away a suppressor?
I heard Jefferson Gun Outlet. That's,
There you go.
Those are some sick fuckers over
They
there.
are. They're crazy.
Mr. Tony, I think this has been one of our most relaxed and favorite podcasts. I
Yeah,
really
it's
like
fun.
talking to you.
well,
Me
thanks for
too.
having me. I love being
great.
You're
here.
a really
Yeah.
nice guy and a
Thank
cool
you.
dude.
You would
All
have
right.
no idea how many people come in and think suppressors are illegal.
Wait, actually, that doesn't surprise me.
If y'all made suppressors that were super funky colors and stuff like that,
That would be
y'all
awesome.
got a
What?
bunch of outlets that y'all can venture off into.
That's something to think about.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
But a
idea.
receiver, I think, would be the next cool thing to do.
In-
Plus, receivers, man, they fucking spike. I mean, that stuff does too. But once you get into like a band frenzy,
I agree.
get you
Well, and some of them have
receivers.
even been coming out lately with their own proprietary shit on the
Yeah.
receiver.
Yeah, which is nice. Yeah. Nobody's copying your stuff at that point.
Right.
Guys, we've been looking at it the whole podcast, but is it timbercreek.com or Timber Creek Outdoors?
TimberCreekOutdoors.com.
TimberCreekOutdoors.com. Check out their merch and come check out Jefferson Gun Outlet. We will have it soon. We'll
right.
reorder now. We should have it hopefully in the next couple weeks. Mr. Tony, thank you very much, my brother.
Yes, thank you.
And
It was
all of
great.
our listeners, viewers, watchers, subscribers, we appreciate it. Congratulations to being alive in 2022. Hopefully
Yeah.
it's better than 2021 and 2020. Can't get much worse, but we'll try to make it better for you. And until next time, bye-bye.
Later.
Peace.
Bye-bye.